Holla, everybody!
Hi, welcome.
Welcome to the potty.
Everybody
Um,
dance.
mm, mm, mm. First off, we should talk about why it's book two because it's been guessed
Yes.
on a technicality, I will say, but like that's kind of on us that we didn't like.
We weren't specific enough, but also I think we didn't expect somebody to like figure it out so quick.
Yes, so our friend Megan, congratulations.
Congratulations.
She said that she thinks it's book two because of the change of the season. And technically, it's book two for the same reason that it's summer.
Yeah, but Megan did say because it's summer. So
But also, we don't want to be those people that's like, oh, well. So
actually,
it's because of the solstice, because the summer solstice hit. We're like, oh, time for a new book.
hmm so
Yes.
congratulations, Megan. Send us your Venmo. I think you have my number. If not, we'll get
Whoop, whoop.
it. All right, cool.
Cool.
Well, today we're talking about something a little different. I don't think we've talked about a video game before, other than Legend of Zelda, but nothing like one singular video game.
I was about to like go at you and be like, no, we had a whole Zelda episode.
Well, you're really on the actually train today.
I really am.
No, we're gonna be talking about Rocket League.
Pro K League.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what it is, Caleb?
Yeah, so Rocket League is a game where your character is a vehicle and you're playing soccer.
Yeah.
That's it. But okay, this is a distinction that they make. It's soccer, like soccer, SOCCR, because it's car soccer.
Yeah. What a cool game developers to do that.
Yeah. And there's other modes. You can play hockey, you can play basketball,
My favorite, Rumble.
which is where you have power-ups playing soccer.
Yeah. So it's like
And
special weapons.
yeah, and then there's also drop shot where you destroy the floor, and if the ball goes in a hole in the floor, then you get a point.
That one's not my favorite, but that's just because I'm not good enough.
I kind of like that one.
I'm just not good enough.
Yeah, you're not. What are you? Diamond? Come on.
I was diamond, but I just got kicked down to platinum 3.
Your boy is floating between silver and gold. So
Oh man.
cool. So the first topic of Rocket League is like the fandom. What is the culture of the fandom? Toxic.
So toxic. So toxic.
The fandom is so toxic.
I will just say that if you want to have a good time on Rocket League, either you have to be the bullier or just turn your chat off.
Seriously. Or just don't play Rocket League.
Yeah, the fans are serious about it. They love to get people to like mess up just
And
by
to
saying,
rage quit.
yes, rage quitting, easy win. My
GG
abs
easy. That's my
GG easy.
favorite thing to put in the chat.
What am I? So I just was at a 4-H camp and I was teaching kids how to hatchet throw. And this one kid, you knew he played Rocket League because every time somebody would like whiff and completely miss, he'd go GG easy. And he said it to every single person. He gets up there, he throws, completely misses the board. Everyone else doesn't even know what it means. They just go GG easy. It was like 10 people.
Nice. Yeah, I've gotten in the habit recently that if we score first, I'll just immediately say GG easy. Or I'll put FF, which means forfeit for people who don't know.
Yeah.
Because if you say forfeit, people will not forfeit.
Yeah, it keeps people in the game. Or if you're like up by 10 and you're like GG, just quit now or something, then people just are like, well, no, now I'm gonna stay. And you're like, I'm fine with it. I get the points.
Right? I also get some sick joy out of like when I'm like 5-0 and then just forfeiting so they win.
Like I said, guys, if you want to play Rocket League, just get ready to like become a bully a little bit.
Yeah. I will say that I have played where we are the nicest people on earth and we're just cheering on the other team, and that's also very fun if you can find the right group.
Yeah, because then you guys can like party up together. It's fun.
Well, I'm saying that like sometimes people don't think you're serious when you're like, wow, that was a really cool shot, because the
Yeah.
entire fandom is toxic.
People just automatically assume you're trying to be mean.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know where this fits, so I'm just gonna say it. You can have a club in Rocket League. So instead of being Team Blue or Team Orange, you can be Team whatever name you want to put. And currently, our club, um, I think you're not in my club anymore because I don't play enough to be in your club. But the club that I'm in right now, we named it Fairfield Junior High School. So everyone thinks that we're teenagers, like 12-year-old kids.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when I'm losing, I'll be like, I'll be like, I'm 12. Like I just put I'm 12 because you can custom chat, right? Like they have like the presets, but then the custom chat. Because I'm like, I don't want them to think that they just beat like an adult, you know? Like so I just
Yeah,
put I'm 12.
I've done that too. They've started blocking that one.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I think because they don't want kids saying their ages.
Oh, something else I do is if I'm losing, I'll put it's my birthday, and then sometimes they let you in.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice, but mostly they just are like, "Happy birthday to the ground."
Yeah, I think this goes within culture. What do you do when the other team is ahead and they've been smoking you, and then you finally get a goal?
Oh, what a save.
What a save! What a
What a
save!
save.
What a
What a
save!
save. I saw somebody, okay, so I'm never gonna get a tattoo, but if I were to get a tattoo, I saw somebody get a tattoo that said like the three repeated, what a save, what a save, what a save.
Oh my
So
gosh.
for those of you that have never played Rocket League, what a save is like it's supposed to be something nice to your teammate to be like, "Hey, that was a really good save." But everyone uses it as like a if the other team doesn't get the save, then everyone goes, "What a save." But Xbox only allows you to chat up to 3 times and then it makes you wait 4 seconds. So
Well, it
then
only makes you wait like 1 second, but then as soon as you get another one in after that 1 second, it makes you wait 2 seconds, and it
yeah,
just keeps getting worse and worse.
because it doesn't want you to entirely bully the other team, right? So you say what a save 3 times, and then it like makes you it makes it so you can't say it again for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Also, and actually, it's not Xbox that does it; it's Epic that does it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Doesn't matter if you're on PlayStation or console or Switch. Can you play on Switch?
I think
I
so.
think
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
yeah, you can. I think it's on every console, even Steam.
If anyone wants to add me on Epic, my username is right here.
Mine's not. It says what a save,
Yours
but
is
you're
on the
welcome
other
to.
side for me.
Oh, yeah, I can put it up on the next one.
I'll
We'll put
probably
it
not
in.
add you though.
We'll put it down below. Yeah, I'll probably be like, who is this guy?
Yeah, who is this?
My club, just I feel a little bit jealous that you got to say your club. So my club name is Rocket League Taylor's version.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It used to be it's Brittany Beach. Like,
Clever.
yeah, thank you.
That's very clever.
Thanks.
Okay, we took the train way off the rails. So, on to the next segment.
Thanks for keeping us on track, Caleb.
Yeah, well, I just saw my little piece of paper here and I was like, yeah, we're not in any of these categories. So the next one, why do people love or hate Rocket League? Oh, this is actually where we should probably talk about how we got into it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So first off, do you love or hate Rocket League?
I love it, but I hate it. I love it, hate it. Love, hate.
Do you love to hate it or do you hate to love it?
I hate to love it. I hate to love it.
How did you get into Rocket League?
So our younger brother, I think we can say his name.
Yeah, let's just say everyone's names.
Yeah. Okay. So our younger brother Porter, he got into it because he loves to game. He's always into like trying new games, and he sort of brings us all into it. So he showed me the game because I was like, I just want a game that I can sit down and play for like 10 minutes. I don't feel bad about like not being able to continue playing it. And he was like, I think you'd actually really like it. So then I really got into it. I like bought the Rocket Pass and everything. I really loved it. And then one Christmas, I was living at home. So then like everyone came to Christmas that year and they were like, well, we're a little bit bored. And I was like, well, hey, do you guys want to like play this like 10-minute game? So I invited everyone to come and play Rocket League because you can play with like 4 people. And I think everyone got into it. I actually might have offended our older sister Heidi because I wouldn't let her play competitive on my account. I was like, please don't play competitive. And she's like, why? Am I not good enough? And I was like, I mean, yes, but no.
What's especially funny about that now is Heidi is probably hands down the best in our family.
Yeah, she is. She's like a stellar at it. So she could play on my competitive account any day.
Oh yeah, I need to play with her competitive so she can finally pull me up into platinum, which that's a
That's
sore spot for me.
that's what we do with her. She comes and plays with us and we go up.
And she goes down. She's
Yeah.
definitely in diamond.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
she's really good.
So did I tell how the story you got into it then, technically?
No, because that Christmas happened after I was already into it.
Oh, okay.
I remember that happening because I was also offended that you didn't want to play competitive. I was like, it's just a freaking game. But I get it now.
Yeah.
Um, I got into it when you and Porter came and visited me, because I was living over in Idaho Falls at the time. And you guys went over to Redbox and
Oh
you
yeah.
bought a used copy for like $5, and you're like, I'm giving this to you because I just want to play it with you. It was $5. Just play it. And what was kind of funny to me is I had a boss a couple years before that when I was working at AutoZone who was trying to get me to play Rocket League because he loved it. And the way he described it was it's soccer with cars and you can fly like a rocket ship. And I was like, that sounds so dumb.
Yeah, it does sound really
That's
dumb.
that's exactly what the game is, but it's not dumb. It's so fun.
It is. I think here's the thing, right? I think why people love it is because it sounds dumb, but then when you try it, it's easy enough to learn that you sort of become addicted.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say they've made it harder and harder to love it.
Yeah.
So back when we started, and this is kind of jumping into conspiracy theories, I guess. Um, Back when we started, it wasn't owned by Epic. Who was it owned by?
Psionic.
Psyonix.
Mm,
So Psyonix owned it, and it was just a standalone game. You bought the game and you played it. And I know they went through a bunch of legal stuff because they used to have like a loot box system, and then it like evolved into a battle pass system. Excuse me, rocket pass is what they call it. Um, so it was a lot more fun for us back then because
yeah.
it was only the people who bought the game.
Well,
And then
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is, it actually Psionics used to when they created it, it was intended to be a free game because like PlayStation and Xbox and even PC, they'll give people free games to like be like, hey, come over to our console, try out this really fun game. It's free, sort of like Wii Sports, right? It's free, and well, sort of. I think you still have to buy it. Like I don't know. Anyway,
Well, you had to buy the console. It came with the console.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So that was supposed to be for PlayStation when they created it. But at the very last minute, they were like, well, you know what? Let's still make it free, but we'll make it to where people can do micro purchases for cosmetic stuff. And
Why
then
why did I have to buy a disc then?
I don't think you had a digital one. I don't know. Maybe, oh, it was free on PlayStation.
Oh, free on PlayStation only. That makes sense.
You had Xbox.
Yes. Yeah, and now they're owned by Epic, same people who own Fall Guys and Fortnite. Um, and that's when I started not liking Rocket League.
Yeah.
And like part of it is because it's so much harder to complete the battle pass now, the rocket pass.
Yeah,
Because
didn't
like
they reduce XP by like 70% or something like that?
I don't remember the percentage. I did find out that now it would take me about 4 days to get the same XP that I could earn in 1 day on the old system.
Yeah.
So I'm basically, yeah, it's basically 75% down when you think of it like that. When I'm earning 25% of the XP every day that I used to be able to.
Yeah, because I think also like I said earlier, I wanted a game that I could sit down for 3 minutes or 5 minutes and not feel guilty for leaving. But now if I spend the $10 on the Rocket Pass, I'm like, I gotta finish it in order to get my $10 back.
Yeah, well, and like the crazy thing is like Janessa, her and I, we used to play it together because like we bought the Rocket Pass. It seemed like a good like if we're gonna play it, we might as well just throw the $8 at them, and then we'll get our credits back. You know, no harm, no foul. And then like they changed the XP, and it's just so frustrating to me that like after you win 3 games in a day, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, your XP just trickles up.
Yeah.
And like that was kind of the thing that made me want to play Rocket League in the first place was that like I it's so dumb because it's a video game, right? Like I should actually probably be glad that they changed the system because now I'm not like wasting my time.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. It's kind of annoying to me, but it's whatever.
Well, I think one of the things that like why I'm starting to hate it, but I also still love it because it's still a really fun video game, is I feel like Epic, because it's taking care of Fortnite and Fall Guys, Rocket League has sort of fallen out of the back burner. Whereas Rocket League was like the top earner for Psyonix. So Psyonix is giving it attention. So like me and Preston, we play Rumble like all the time. And there's a power up in it, the grapple, where if you use the grapple, it grapples onto the ball and then your car goes towards the ball. So no matter what, you're gonna hit the ball. But there's a glitch, and there's been a glitch since the update for the new season, which is probably like a month now, where if somebody punches the ball, because there's another power up where you can punch the ball, or plungers the ball, which is where you pull the ball towards you, and then another person uses the grapple at the same time, it glitches the grapple out. So instead of your car coming towards the ball, your car gets frozen until the ball hits you or the time runs out on the power up.
That's annoying.
Well, and I think that just goes along to it. Like something that used to work so perfectly has now been changed for the purposes of more money. You know, like money, money, money. And it's just like these fans loved it no matter what. Like Psyonix didn't even expect it to make as much money as it did. And they like took care of it. And now it's not being taken care of, which is a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, there's so many layers to it. So that they're not taking care of it. We don't feel like we're progressing in the game anymore. And it's like and this is kind of a stupid gripe, but I feel like they're catering to the free players. So and when I say free, I mean like the new free players. We bought the game,
Mm-hmm.
so it came with a ton of cosmetics already built into the game. Now that Epic owns it, it's a free to play game, so anyone can download it, anyone can play it, but they only get like 2 cars straight from the beginning, and they have to go earn every car that we just got that came with the game.
Yeah.
So another thing that's kind of disappointing and annoying to me is that um, all the cars that we already earned, they're 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 in drops now. So it's like I'm like, oh, I'm getting a purple drop. What is that, Epic?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like I have an Epic drop right here, and then it pops up as like the grog, and I'm like, are you serious?
And the
Like,
Grog was one of the ones that we got for free.
well, we had to buy the game, but yeah, it just came with the game. So I have a legacy grog. Like every grog I get, I'm gonna destroy because I have a legacy grog that cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, and there was like a almost like a badge of honor for being like an older player in Rocket League before it was sold to Epic, because you'd be like, "Hey, look at this cool goal explosion." And then because every time you make a goal, there's like a cool fun graphic, sort of like a bowling alley, but cooler.
Way cooler.
Yeah, way cooler. Like there's one with like a dinosaur that just like "Rah!" after you score like an atomic bomb or just fun things like that, you know?
A
Um
bunch of fish.
Car yeah, the fish, the floppy fish. I have that
Yeah,
one too. You have it too.
yeah,
It just was like a badge of honor, but now they've made it to where everyone can get it, which is good for new players to come in, but also at the same time, like it sort of gave away the loyalty of the old players.
yeah. Well, and it got way more toxic when it got free too.
Yes. I also don't know if they have as many people like monitoring it.
Hmm, probably not. I've actually seen comments like I get ads for Rocket League every now and then, probably because I don't play it as much as I used to, and my FBI agent knows that. Um, but I like get ads for it, and I'll like click on the comments, and like there are so many comments of people being like, "Oh, this game is still going. Like I thought it died. Like I thought people stopped playing this game. Just people don't think that it's around anymore, but it totally is."
Yeah. Which I think sort of brings it into like the baby portion of like our podcast into the next segment, which is like because people think that it's dying, they did try to do something new in order to like bring back attention, which is one of Rocket League's babies, which is the side swipe, which is the mobile app.
Sideswipe.
Yeah, it's like a weird version of Rocket League on your phone. The only reason I know that it exists is because they were like, "Hey, do you want a goal explosion in the video game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Go win 5 games on the mobile app." And I was like, "Okay." So I did, deleted the app. I got the goal explosion.
Same. I don't even know if the app still exists.
But like speaking of babies, do you even think that Rocket League will ever make a sequel, or because it's free to play, do you think they're just going to go like this for forever?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the same thing as like Fortnite, where because like also with it in the Fortnite vein, you can make special training maps for Rocket League,
Mm-hmm.
so it can just infinitely go on. But I will say there's a pretty significant baby that I didn't even talk to you about that I just thought about the Rocket League Championship Series.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That's pretty big, and it's like so it's esports. It's the best of the best competing as like actual like I don't want to put athletes in quotes because like they put as much time into Rocket League as a professional like football player does into football, you know? Like
Yeah, I would say just pro instead of athlete then.
yeah, pro. Yeah, all these professional players. They like they compete in tournaments for like actual money and they're like crazy good.
Yeah.
Insanely good.
Did you know that they actually have like I know for a fact Boise State has a Rocket League team, and I think that they won the collegiate tournament.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like
Um,
colleges,
do you
maybe
think
not
they
one.
actually won?
I know
Because
that
I
they were in it,
nice.
to maybe win it, but
Yeah, well, and I've heard of like high school teams too, and that's why our club name is junior high because like it's not that far fetched to have a junior high club.
yeah. Well, I think it just shows like the influence and the money that's there in video games that they're trying to give back to like the younger players.
Yeah, I watched this like documentary on YouTube about Rocket League professional players, and it's nuts. Like there's people like there was this team. Um, I wish I could remember their name, but like two of them were from like the UK, one was from California, and then the other one was from like Korea or something. And no one thought that they were going to do any good because the like they so the culture of like the pro sports is like you have your team and you all go live in a house together and you play 8 hours a day to practice. But like the this scattered team, since they live literally all over the world, they like just had to play at like odd hours of the day and they never got like a full 8 hours in together and like they didn't win but they did really good, they did way better than anyone expected.
Wow. That's such a interesting lifestyle. Like, how do you even get into that? Like auditions?
Yeah,
That
so this guy from California, he used to be part of a team where everyone was in California, but they weren't doing well enough to like afford a house to live together. um so he was living at his mom's house after his band broke up basically.
mm-hmm.
and then like the people from UK reached out to him. And to be clear, teams are there's three, but I think there's actually like five on the team as like alternates. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not fully into it.
I do know that they win like a significant amount of money,
Yeah,
like enough that people give their whole lives for it.
yeah, it's wild.
It's so crazy. Like, I love that Rocket League has like, I think that's one of the ways that it shows that it's not just like a game in the US. The US actually only makes up like 23% of its players, but it's like a truly like a worldwide video game.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Like I remember when you and I would stay up late, and like our family would stay up late. We would stay up so late that people from like Japan and China would hop on and we'd be playing with them, and they are so good.
So good.
So freaking good. We would
If
be
you can
like,
get in an Asian lobby, guys. Whoa.
we were like, oh, well, time to get off.
Yeah. Jeez. Um, well, should we move on to how people should join?
Yeah, let's do it.
So if you are not turned off by the toxicity and all of our complaining about Rocket League, I will say it's a fun game. Okay.
It is. And let me tell you, every single person who rates it, like every single console who rates Rocket League out of a 10, have put it above a 9. Like, and I'm talking about like the professional, and it's a statistic and it's online.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's online, so it's true.
Yes.
So it's free to play. So whatever your gaming system is, you can be on PC, you can be on Xbox. I play on Xbox One, not even like this thing is literally like 10 years old and I can play it. Switch, PlayStation. And then if you really want to play on mobile, you could always download Sideswipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's free to play. And on Xbox, at least, I know that you don't have to have like Xbox Live anymore for free to play games.
Yeah, which is really nice for those that are trying to save some money. If you have kids, this is an easy enough game. And honestly, just if you guys are afraid of the toxicity, just turn off the chat, which is an option. And it's a really fun game. You don't have to spend money. And like even kids, I know that like kids like 5 and younger could play. I mean, obviously they're not going to be great, but it's still just fun to play.
Yeah, it's a really simple game. I okay, and that's another thing that we didn't really talk about. It's so simple to play, but it can also get very complex if you want it to.
Yeah. And I think
Like, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I think their ranking system is actually pretty good.
I have my gripes.
Go ahead and say
How is it
it.
that Janessa and I will play every single game together, literally every single game, literally every single game, okay?
hmm
And they put her in platinum and me in gold.
I do have a theory.
But let me keep going. Not only that, I score more than her and I save more than her.
I have a
Okay?
theory.
I'm not knocking her ability. She does really well. I'm objectively better. Why am I gold?
Okay, but I to be fair, I feel like because you played so long ago and you're still using the same account, and then when Janessa hopped on, because Janessa doesn't play video games very often. Like
No,
I think
we created an account for her to play.
to just play Rocket League. Janessa's never really played video games her whole life. That's how good of a game it is. And I think it just has all your data from the old times when you didn't really care about it and you were just bopping around.
Yeah, when I was ball chasing and not using ball cam.
Yeah, but because you brought Janessa in at such a high level of playing, she had to get to where you were pretty quick. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it, but it should reset. Like I never played competitive except for with her.
Yeah, that's also true.
So I'm just mostly salty about it because she got the decal that turns your car platinum color, the
Oh
blue,
yeah.
and I didn't.
I was I was like last season, I think like 1 away from a diamond win to get the diamond one. And then I dropped
Dang.
down because I was just goofing.
I can't tell you how many platinum games I play as a gold 3 where I'm the MVP with the most points. It makes no sense to me.
You should just hop on with us. Look at you
Well,
up there.
I should hop on with Heidi.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, but like I don't care about like I'm into Fortnite now. Like I'm at a point in my life where it's one game at a time that I'm gonna focus on.
Yeah.
And right now it's Fortnite. So
I would say
slash Zelda.
Rocket League is just something that I can hop on while I'm waiting for Preston, to go somewhere or something, just to do something besides looking at your phone, which is sort of ironic because it's still a screen, but just something different.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this. So we have a standing Fortnite night as a family.
Hmm.
But you guys live on the East Coast, and Ren has to go to bed early because he's a school teacher. When you guys go to bed and Ren goes to bed, me, Heidi, and Porter, we've started playing Rocket League.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, and like we're not playing it like seriously or like competitively, but it is nice to have just like another game that like we literally none of us care about it now about Rocket League. Like I used to get so mad if I didn't win, and like I used to like just I'd have to finish the battle pass, at least get my 1,000 credits back. But now I just don't buy the battle pass. I'm just like, whatever. If I lose, I lose. I'm in there to troll people and to make friends, which is counterproductive. But
I will say this, something to just hop back a little bit. The gameplay that we like, which is Rumble, the one with the power-ups, it used to be just a casual, so it didn't rank you, it didn't put you with people who are your same level. It used to just be casual, but now they only have it as competitive. And I know why they did it. It's to like make sure that everything's even, with like the type of players you're playing with. But in those types of playlists, I don't think that there's enough of people to keep doing that. And we sort of have to be competitive in order to keep our rank. And I wish that there'd be more casual.
yeah, well, I think there are just a lot of people who aren't playing as much.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Well, I mean, is there anything else you want to say before we end the podcast?
no, just this is a short one, guys. Before we head out, enjoy some of these clips of us playing Rocket League.
Check it out. Here they come.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
And we're back.
Thanks for watching them. We think we're pretty cool.
Yeah. If you were confused, I was the top screen. Janessa's the bottom screen.
If you were confused, I'm the purple car.
Oh, my colors change all the time.
I'm always the purple car. I like people to know that they're losing to a girl. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh, I want people to know that they're losing to a girl when they're playing against me too. No,
I love it.
Seriously, my frame around my avatar is like this flower tree. I have a pink narwhal, and when I score a goal, my song is the bad girl need a bad girl.
Mine is I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I love
Nice.
it. I love it. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you watching.
Add us on Rocket League.
Wow.
Nerd.